Hey, Happy New Year, and welcome to this week's God is CEO Midweek Encourager. We're here to encourage you, energize you, and equip you to bring glory to God in your business and in your work. As you start this new year, many of you probably have goals and resolutions of what you want to accomplish this next year. Maybe you've set some new priorities, you're reevaluating your values, whatever it might be. It's a new season, an opportunity for you to build some new habits, an opportunity for you to have a fresh perspective. We want to start the year by reminding you of the greatest commandment for business. Maybe you've searched on Google before, or you've seen the lists, the 10 commandments of an entrepreneur, the 10 commandments of a great business leader. You see all these different things, such as never lose a client to a competitor, be straightforward, lead with passion, delegate, 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 review your financial reports often. All these different things that you must do. Those are good things. But is there anything that drives it all? Is there one greatest commandment for all of business that drives everything? I wanted to encourage you, what is the greatest commandment for business? The greatest commandment for business is the same greatest commandment that we have for life. Jesus was asked by some religious leaders at different times, saying, hey, we've got all these commands from you. You've got the whole law that's been revealed, all these rules. Tell us, what's the greatest? And Jesus responds in Matthew chapter 23, he says this, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. In other words, Jesus is saying, hey, you want to know what it is, the driving force, the greatest commandment for all? Love God, love people. Every single one of us has a mantra that drives us. I want to ask you this question. Is the mantra that drives you the greatest commandment that drove Jesus? Is the mantra that drives you the greatest commandment that drove Jesus? Jesus' full passion was love God and love people. You might be saying, well, hey, that was Jesus speaking. It's for religious people. No. That's for all of life. It says in Matthew chapter 23 that all the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. In other words, Jesus was saying, hey, everything that God has revealed, either in the law and through the prophets, that which God designed and desires, it all comes together underneath this overarching desire to love God and to love people. This isn't a family law. This isn't a religious law. This is a life law. And so what about you in your business and in your work? Are you making it your desire each and every day to love God and to love people? I want to give you two questions you can ask. You can build into your DNA to live out the greatest commandment for business. The first is this. If the greatest is to love God, the first question we need to always ask ourselves and be aware of is this. Am I honoring God with my work? If you love someone, you want to esteem them. You want to see their name made great. Well, you want to honor them. You want to show that you respect them, that you desire to see their wishes, their desires fulfilled. And so are you honoring God in the way you conduct business? This should just be secondhand to us. This should be part of who we are, that there's this desire to honor God in all of our work and throughout all of our business. Question number one, am I honoring God? It flows directly from the desire to love God. The second question I want to ask all of us to consider is this. If we are to love God, to love people, the second question we need to have on our lips is this. Am I doing what is in the best interest of people? Am I doing what is in the best interest of people? And maybe you're setting it's this question. Am I doing what is in the best interest of my customers? Am I doing what is in the best interest of my vendors? Am I doing what is in the best interest of my coworkers? If we love people, we desire what's best for them. And so we're constantly working for their best interest. As you begin your new year, I want to remind you and encourage you to be mindful, not just be mindful, but make it your mantra to love God and to love people. Notice that these commandments that Jesus gives, they're not dependent upon our circumstances. They're not dependent upon when it's comfortable. They stand all the time in every generation. And so you and I are called today to love God and to love people. And so ask yourself two questions. Am I honoring God with my business? Am I seeking to do what's in the best interest of my customers, my vendors, and my coworkers? I hope you have an absolutely fabulous start to your new year. Go forth, love God, and love people. These are the greatest commandments for business.